Hi. I don't know if anyone's here. I'm just gonna wait a little bit because I said I was gonna go live at 4 and then spontaneously decided that no, I'm gonna go live now, and it is just past 3. So, yeah. If there's anyone here, you can say hi and stuff. Also, if you can't hear me, or if you can hear me, probably tell me because if you can't hear me, you won't know that I'm asking you to tell me that you can't hear me. Yeah. Anyways, um yeah, that's basically what's happening. I am not the greatest at technology, so we're gonna kind of roll with this. I was trying to think of interesting things to do, so I'm not just like sitting here and talking to myself, which is kind of what I'm doing anyways. I guess all live streams where you're alone are kind of just like that. Like I'm legit just sitting on my bed and vibing. But Uh, I didn't really think of much to do, so, yeah, um, texting some friends to see if they'll join and ask me some questions. Because basically I wanted to do a meet the artist and Q&A because I wanna start using this channel more, and I'm very new to YouTube, so I thought this could be fun. Um, yeah. Vibing, but I thought maybe I could play music, but I didn't know if that would, get picked up and y'all would be able to hear it, so ooh, I can mute myself, that's cool. I'm literally a grandma, but it's all good. Um, yeah, gosh, totally should have just waited until it was actually time to go live, but, do I care? I don't know. I'm vibing. Um You know what? Maybe I will play some music just for fun. Let's see, what should I play? Um, I can just play my music on shuffle, but I feel like that's gonna expose me. I don't know if that's a problem, but it definitely is quite revealing of my taste. If we just put everything on shuffle, let's see what happens. Hi to the one person watching. Oh my goodness, there's a person here that isn't me. That's fun. Um, all right, here we go. Music on shuffle. Hopefully, it's gonna be heard. And yeah. Anyways, okay, a few people are on their way over. Okay. All right. Oh god, I just spelled that wrong. That's dumb. Anyways. Yeah. But yeah, I'm literally just sitting on my bed right now, vibing. But yeah, so we'll just listen to music for a few and see what happens. If no one shows up, I'm gonna pretend this never happened. If people show up and this gets interesting, then maybe I'll save it to my channel. So, yeah. Sounds so good, but it's kind of depressing, so maybe let's not. Old Panic at the Disco song. Solid. I am a fan of the old Panic at the Disco stuff. Pretty Odd is my favorite. It's a musical beds. Yeah, it's my favorite of their albums. I was not very sad that they broke up actually, as a band. Not as people. I don't think any of them were dating, but Yeah. Hi, there's one person here. Oh my god. Yep, you can type in the chat and ask me questions about things. Um, yeah, I'm basically just doing a art Q&A, meet the artist, really ask me anything. I'm currently just playing music on my phone. I don't know if you can hear it. It looks like from my end that you probably can. I don't know. But yeah, it's just chill and vibey. You got art that you're working on, feel free to join me and do that. I'm very new to this whole thing, so it's pretty. Oh my god, it's Eli. You're the one person who's here. Eli is my friend. Please text me to confirm that it's you and I'm not just talking to random person on the internet, because that would be a little weird. I mean, I guess that's what live streams are anyways. You're just talking to random people on the internet. But yeah, no. It's kind of stressful on my end, not gonna lie, because I can see like the time ticking. And it's like it's obviously going up by the second, and I'm like, oh, I've been sitting here for 6 minutes and 20 seconds at this point, just literally doing nothing. Like, it's a little weird. But anyways, kind of just vibing. Ooh, I accidentally clicked a thing. My back. I don't know if I cut out for you, but I cut out for myself for a second. That was weird. Oh, okay. Eli texted to confirm that is indeed them. Ask me a question that I can answer for my art Q&A, because this was supposed to be a thing and I was supposed to do it at 4, but then I got impatient and just decided to do it now because I was like, well, what if I'm doing something at 4? I'm not doing anything now, so I might as well just be here talking to no one. But yeah, I guess I can just, you know what? I'm gonna stop stalling and just have it be, if people pop onto this, they pop on. If they don't, they don't. I can put this on my channel and it's whatever, and it's just me answering questions that maybe you want to know, maybe you don't. I don't know. Okay, finish your video game, Eli, and then talk to me. Okay, so oh, also, Eli, when you confirm, can you hear my music at all, or is it just me talking? Um, just let me know. Anyways, so hi. Oh my god, I love this song. Not important. But hi. For those of you watching this who don't know me, which hopefully in the future is lots of people watching this who don't know me and are getting to know me because this is a get to know me video. I am Percy. I use they, them, and fae, fair pronouns, and I am a teen artist and creative, and I do some stuff on social media, which is weird because I'm not a huge social media fan, but like, it's kind of fun sometimes and it gets my art out there. Basically, I do mostly digital art and character design, as well as painting and pottery and a couple other things as well. Pretty much anything visual arts related. I also really love music, although that's not something that I do a lot of on the internet. And yeah, so that's me. I'm a senior in high school currently, and I do a lot of different like craft fairs and art sales and stuff like that. So this is kind of a way for me to get my art out there. If you are watching this and you're interested in seeing what my art looks like, you can click around on my channel. I've got like cute little shorts of like my art processes for different stuff. I also have a Instagram where I post a lot of the stuff that I make, which is super cool. I'll link that somewhere. It's just at Queen for 70 Arts on Instagram, so you can probably find me pretty easy. And yeah, that's what I do. I also have an Etsy shop where I sell my art and stuff. It's pretty much just like my prints and stickers. I've got a few like paintings and original pieces on there as well. I started using Etsy a few months ago. I have really no clue what I'm doing, and I'm kind of making it up as I go along. But yeah, it's something that I want to do. I don't know. Gosh, I'm trying to think of like more like things about me that are relevant. I collect a lot of art too. You can probably see behind me. There's art on my walls. My whole room pretty much looks like this. It's like a little mini art gallery. I have been addicted to shopping for small artists' work for a while. For a while, I guess a couple of years, but for me, that's a while because again, I'm a teenager, so not that old. I mean, I still feel kind of old sometimes. That's a whole other thing. Um, but yeah, so all the art that's on my walls, I've collected from artists that I like and admire. Um, oh my gosh, I got a question. What inspires me? Oof, deep. Um, ooh, deep. Um, I guess like in terms of art, something that inspires me is just like I really love fantasy and magic and like storytelling. So a lot of times my art has to do with that. And I mostly get inspired by fictional worlds and things that like I'm a fan of because I am a huge nerd. Um, so I do like a lot of stuff like based on like D&D and different shows that I like and movies and books and stuff like that. So I think like that inspires me artistically, but also like the world is kind of a scary place, and art is something that has the capacity to bring other people joy as well as like being like a cathartic and just like comforting thing for me as an artist. So that's kind of like another thing that inspires me. Miley Cyrus just came on, anyways. um, but yeah, so I guess that's something that inspires me in terms of art. I guess something that inspires me in terms of life, which I don't know if that was the question, my friend, but is just like trying to make other people feel like welcome and happy and like if I can bring a smile to someone else's face on like a day that might not be the greatest for them, or maybe it is a great day and I'm just making it a little bit better. That's kind of like what like keeps me going, I guess. And yeah, okay, I'm skipping Miley just because she's really aggressive in that song and I love it, but it's just not fitting the vibes. Okay, Noah Kahan song. We got this. I really don't think any of you can hear the music that I'm playing, which is kind of funny. I mean, probably for the best because then it means less likely for me to be copyrighted. I think the music's at a good volume. Can't really hear it, which might be good so you don't get in trouble for copyright. Thank you, Eli. That is literally what I was just thinking. Um, Again, Eli is my friend, the one person who's watching this live. But yeah, so um, I guess that's the main inspiration stuff. I think also like so I guess if I'm gonna go back and like talk about like my art stuff, I might as well give y'all the I don't know, the long version or the short version of the long version because it's not actually I don't know. What do you think about when you're trying to improve your art? Great question. I'll get to that before I get to my rambling. Um, Something that I think about when trying to improve my art is what about my art isn't like satisfying to me? Is it like a specific thing? Is it the medium that I'm doing? Is it that I feel like I haven't like fully mastered something or that I'm not like being expressive enough? And so something that I like to do is and this actually kind of goes into what I was going to say is when I don't feel like I'm very good at art, I like to look at art that like is what I would like to be. So, like, a lot of the art on my walls is artists that I admire and have been fans of, and something that I used to do when I was first, like, during, the first year of the pandemic, so 2020, I kind of, like, retaught myself to draw because I hadn't really drawn in years, just because I'd kinda gotten distracted and let my mind go to other things, and I didn't never really thought that I was very good at art, and I always loved it, but I just, like, I would constantly compare myself to other artists, and I was like, "Well, I'm not a great artist, so I might as well not do art." So I thought during the pandemic, well, I'm alone. There's not much I can do. I might as well just start working on stuff again. So I would look at my favorite artists on Instagram, some of which are like Sonia Stegman, Adnata Miara, and Geneva B. I just a whole bunch of different amazing artists that I loved, and I didn't know that tracing was a thing at the time. Otherwise, I probably would have done that. But essentially, what I would do is I would just pull up like a photo of like one of their pieces that I really liked on my computer, and I would take out my sketchbook because I didn't have my iPad at the time. Take out my sketchbook, like just like a regular piece of like just like a regular pencil and eraser and stuff, and I would just copy exactly what they drawn, and I wasn't posting it anywhere, so it was fine, I think. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, this is my cat, Hero. He's a very, very sweet boy. He's an old man. He'll probably put his butt to the camera because he has no concept of anything. But yeah, he's probably gonna hang out with us for a while. Not copying is probably better than tracing when trying to learn. No, exactly. Like I honestly, like, the funny thing that I did is I was really into, like, Disney princess, like, retellings or, like, redraws of stuff or just, like, modernized versions, which was, like, one of my original main inspirations for stuff. I actually have some on my wall from an artist that I like that I mentioned. My lighting in here isn't great. Where are they? Oh, they're literally right there next to Loki. You can't really see, but that's Aurora and Snow White next to my Loki. Those are all from artists that I am a fan of. But yeah, so I guess that's kind of what I was starting to do. And for a while, I still have a lot of these old images. I should probably get some if I. There's a cat on me. I'll do it later. But yeah, I when I wasn't doing school, I was drawing for like a solid year. I would listen to podcasts, audiobooks, music because I'm a notorious multitasker. I cannot do one thing. I'm always doing like multiple things at once. So that really honestly like helped me kind of get in the flow of it. And I really wanted to get an iPad, but I kept thinking, I'm not good enough yet. I have to get better before I can get one because I'm not a real artist yet. I'm just like drawing random stuff. And around my like winter of sophomore year, I started like doing less of like copying and stuff and more just like drawing my own stuff, which was really cool. And I wrote a ton of letters during quarantine. Like that was a thing that I did like once or twice a week. I would dedicate an entire day, sometimes just an afternoon, but sometimes like literally an entire day where I'd sit on my floor, I'd work on like creating art, writing letters, sending it to like family and friends, people who I hadn't been able to see for a while, or some of them were quarantining on their own. So that was like something that was like really important to me. So I did that a lot. And that like kind of got me like out there, like connecting with others through art and also just like figuring out like what was it that I liked about art. Did I like the collage aspect? Did I like the connection aspect? Did I like the physically making something? And so I did a lot of that. And when I was a junior in high school, so this is like a little bit over a year ago, that fall of junior year, I was like, okay, I really, really want an iPad. Like, I really want to like make art, like the stuff that I have on my walls. Like, and I ended up getting myself one for the holidays. Like, it was a gift to myself. I got an iPad Pro and Procreate, and I started drawing, and I was horrible at it. Like, really bad, but it was cool because it was new, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing, like, I'm gonna make, like, art, like, with the artists that I love. I'm gonna be, like, exactly the artist that I've always wanted to be. I'm finally gonna do the stuff that'll, like, make my younger self proud." Like, I was feeling a less, like, imposter syndrome of, like, I'm not a real artist, and for some reason, the iPad did that for me, even though looking back, I, like, did not know what I was doing, and I was not confident in my art or my style at all. And around that new year, I started posting some of my art on Instagram because I was like, oh, I might as well. And my dad thought my art was cool, I guess. And he was like, you should post your art, like the artist you like. And I was like, okay. So I started doing that. And I didn't really do much with it for a while. I like posted pretty sporadically through that like winter and spring, and I ended up over the summer kind of like really focusing on like my art and my like digital art making skills because it had been like 6 months of me using the software and I had still had no idea what I was doing like technically. And I'm still learning new things every day where I'm like, oh, that would have made X, Y, and Z so much easier. Wish I knew that before, but I didn't. So I kind of have to be patient with myself with that. So I don't like beat myself up over it. But yeah, I ended up doing a ton of drawings this summer. I began posting more, and I leaned into reels, which I don't love actually, which is kind of what sent me to YouTube. I really liked making videos of like my processes and just like different art stuff. Like I thought it was fun and it was funny and it was like it wasn't too draining for me, which is something like I tend to put a lot of work into social media stuff, and it doesn't really pay off. It's just more like emotionally draining than anything. So I enjoyed making reels, but no one was really seeing them. So I was like, what if I tried YouTube? Because YouTube Shorts are a thing, and also I'd like to try making actual videos and connecting with more people. I thought that could be cool. And yeah, so I started doing that. So far, been pretty solid. It's like not horrible. I don't know what I'm doing at all, but I'm kind of just vibing with it. And yeah, um, low key forgot what the original question was. Oh, the original question was, what do you think about when trying to improve your art? Yeah, that's what the question was. I'm not wearing my glasses right now, so I can barely see, which is probably not a good decision, but I never feel like putting on my glasses right after I shower. I don't know if that's like a normal glasses people thing or if that's just a me thing, but yeah, my hair doesn't usually look like a greaser. I'm just out of the shower. um, Anyways, another message. Oh my gosh, my friend Eli again. The like essentially one person watching this. A few people popped on at various points, but Eli's pretty much just been the only one here. But they're drawing right now. Fun. I love that for you. Um, but yeah, that's some art stuff. I guess the only other like real thingy mabobber that I have to kind of like say to introduce you to my art and myself as an artist. Well, I guess there's a lot of things, but the one like main thing that I'm like, oh, I should talk about this. I um I think it was this fall when I realized like, oh, I want to be an artist. Like I don't just like art. Art is not just a hobby. I've been putting so much into it and it means a lot to me and it's something I want to keep doing and it's like really fulfilling for me despite it kind of taking it out of me a lot, which I think is a sign that it's something that's meant for me. Because despite it being difficult and draining and kind of like disheartening sometimes, I still love it and it is what I want to do. So that was when I realized, like, oh, okay, I should work on getting myself out there, which I think is why I've struggled with social media a bit, just like because that is like I don't know, one of the main ways to get yourself out there. But I've also been doing some craft fairs near me. If you live in Massachusetts, please come to my craft fairs. I have like links to them on my website and stuff, which uh, I don't know if it's actually linked through my YouTube, but you can find everything in my link tree and my Instagram, which is definitely linked to. There's so many links everywhere. I don't even know. But essentially, craft fair is really fun. You get to meet other artists in person. People come and talk to you about your art. People will buy your art, and like it really makes you feel like you're worth something, which I guess isn't great because seeking validation through like what others think of you is like not a great thing, but like it's nice to see other people enjoying the things that make me happy too, you know? Like, oh, I made this mushroom drawing and I was really happy with it and like people loved it. And I had to like order a bunch more prints of it because I ran out. There was actually like this art sale at my school, which was part of a class that I was taking at my school, which was this class called Art and Idea, and we did this sale called Art for Profit, where basically for a week, art students, basically all of us, were either applying to arts college or wanted to major in art. And we there was 12 of us in my class. And we all sold our art at lunch at school for a week. Everyone had like a table set up, and it was like it's a little bit weird in concept because like part of it was that like it was a competition to see who could make the most money, but we all made different stuff. So like it was kind of difficult, like because some people like sold a bunch of paintings to like actual like galleries and stuff, which is like a lot different than someone selling jewelry or crocheted gnomes or me with like my prints and stickers. And like so everyone was like kind of different, but it was really cool because we were all kind of nervous about it. So we ended up like ended up being like a really huge like collaborative thing, and my school's community really came together for it. And that was like also part of me realizing like who my audience was, and how at a lot of the like craft fairs and art events that I had been attending where I felt like, oh, I'm like one of the only kids here, and my art is like super colorful and it's super queer and like a little bit silly and magical, and everyone else here is like very like polished and professional and businesslike, and I did not feel like that, because I like to think of my art as just like a rainbow vomited everywhere, and then like it just morphed into something else. And a lot of times that's not what I see in art. Um, but it's definitely what I put out there. So it was cool to do it at school where other people like me and not like me, just like, but kind of in the same boat as teenagers. It was really cool to like see other people selling stuff and like, yeah, it was really neat. Very stressful week, very stressful week, but, overall, like, it was super rewarding, and it did make me realize, like, I wanna keep doing this. Um, so, yeah, that's, like, a big thing with me right now. So, I guess since this is getting kinda long and I do wanna post it to my actual channel, and I should probably get going just because I should, because I have things to do, because life. I'm going to just wrap this up with a few quick little plugs. Oh my god, Reika's here. Hi Reika. Oh my god. But Reika's the best. I absolutely love them. Oh my god, maybe wait, Reika, if you have any questions, ask me right now because I'm gonna finish this up in a minute because I've just kind of been rambling for like almost half an hour, and there's been like one other person here, which has been fun. Also, this is my cat. I'm gonna put the camera down a bit. This is him. This is Hero, the myth, the man, the legend. He's a very sweet boy. My favorite color. Okay, good question. It is purple. Actually, the purple on my lips, that exact shade. I really love green in general. Actually, the green that I'm wearing, and I think that I mean, I love the color black to wear. It works for me, and I kind of end up looking like a vampire, which is cool because I am one. But yeah, so I think purple and green. Those are my two favorites. Like this kind of like emerald, like foresty green, and then the like, I don't know, whatever that purple. Hero says hello and he loves everyone. And he hasn't been hanging out with me today, actually. Well, no, that's a lie. He was with me this morning because it was a snow day, hence me doing this randomly on a Thursday. But he was hanging out with me this morning while I was working on other art stuff, and he pretty much just loves people. So I think he could probably sense that even though I'm just talking to the internet, there are people here, and he loves people. Um, yeah, I think those are pretty good color choices too. Thank you, thank you. I also like the way they go together. I guess I'm kind of wearing my three favorite colors right now with the purple, the green, and the black. But yeah. Um, so I guess yeah, I'll wrap up with a few quick plugs, which is gonna make me feel like a really cringy, pretentious YouTuber, which I hope to never be. However, I do wanna just, like, kinda wrap up and be like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where you can find me," kinda thing. So, again, my name is Percy. I use they, them, and fey, fair pronouns. I am a teen artist and creative and business owner and all that. The main things that I do, you can find me on Instagram at Queen Persephone Arts. Um, where I post a lot about like my digital art that I'm working on, if I have any upcoming craft fairs or events, and just general artsy stuff. And I'm also here on YouTube. Post a lot in shorts, not much else. If you have video ideas for me, I would be happy to do them. I just kind of have no clue what to do. But I'm always up to try new things. And yeah, so those are like my two main social media things. I also have a Patreon, which I absolutely love. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I Basically, there are like different Patreon tiers and whatever, but like my favorite thing is that basically my two highest tiers, I send out like stickers every month. It's like it's my like Patreon sticker club, and I have my patrons vote on what they want for each month's sticker. I send that out with like a couple little freebies and just like overall like the cute little mail, which like I mentioned earlier, like writing letters and sending people mail is something that I absolutely adore doing. And yeah, so that's something that I really enjoy. One of my patrons actually messaged me that they got my like sticker this month's sticker club today, which was very exciting. It was super cute to see that they were excited about it. um, but yeah, so I do stuff on Patreon. I post a lot on there, just like I guess like bonus content, behind the scenes stuff. It's actually really helpful for me if you want to support my art and you don't really want to like spend money at my shop, or you don't live anywhere near me, so you're not gonna like come to a craft fair in person. It's a really nice way to support me. And yeah, so with that said, the other two things I do: Etsy shop, which is linked in my YouTube for sure. I'm gonna put links in this. This is my first live. I don't 100% know what I'm doing, but there's gonna be links somewhere to things that I'm talking about. Um, and yeah, so got my Etsy shop. It's amazing. It's fun. There's lots of cool stuff on there, and I update it pretty regularly. Um, and then yeah, craft fairs in person. That's another thing that I do. So again, if you live in Massachusetts, come find me. Not creepily, like please don't stalk me and find my house. That's not great. But come visit me at a craft fair and meet me in person and talk to me about art stuff. It's really fun and super cool. And I love meeting people who enjoy my art. It really like it makes me really happy. And especially since I do everything myself, and it's all run by me. And yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't have much else to say, and I feel bad that the first like 15-20 minutes of this was like pretty nonsensical and me just like sitting here not knowing what to do. Have noticed I do feel a lot more comfortable talking to my computer after 30 minutes of this than I did at the beginning, which is weird. I guess I'll have to practice a bit in the future before I hop on so that by the time I'm actually talking, it's not weird. Um, but yeah, anyways, it was really cool to do this. If you have questions for me, feel free to comment them, even though I'm not technically live anymore, or probably won't be by the time you're watching this. I don't understand the internet, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Rika. I I don't know if I'm a great talker. It's kind of one of those things where like I talk really fast, and I think it's an ADHD thing where I don't really have much of a filter. Not in that I say everything I think, but that I not that I say everything that I think, just that I think fast, so I talk fast kind of thing. But yeah, I had actually a lot of fun doing this, and it was cool to talk to some people, even though I knew them. But that doesn't mean it's any less valuable than if it was a bunch of strangers on the internet. Because as cool as that is, kind of weird. But you know, it's what the world is. So yeah, I think with that, have a great day. If it's snowy near you, please go outside, enjoy the snow. Um, and yeah, just take care of yourself and make cool stuff. Even if you think you're not a great artist, you are. Everyone can be a great artist if they want to be and if they believe that they are one. It's all about, believing in yourself and doing what you love. So, bye.